Hey, everybody.
Hello, people.
How are you guys? Did you survive your families?
Oh, yeah, this is post Thanksgiving.
Yep. I hope you all survived. If
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
Christmas is around the corner
So
and
you can die another day.
do it twice.
Oh,
You can do it two times. It's really up to you. Um, but we hope you had a happy holiday. If you were able to see your families, wonderful for you. If you were not, we understand it's pandemic. Like
yeah.
it's pandemic.
Whatever
So,
you whatever you did, I hope you were safe. Oh, by the way, we didn't.
oh shit,
Any, yeah. Yeah.
names.
Yes. Oh my God. That's Drea over there.
That's me. Hi. And that one that you heard before who realized we didn't say our names is Michelle.
Yes. And this is Life 401.
Advanced Shenanigans.
Yeah, we didn't do any of that.
Shit. That's on me. I led this conversation.
We just started talking. We just did like a normal conversation. Like we don't introduce ourselves when we're just having a normal conversation with each
Cause cause I'm just talking to you people.
other.
We're not
You,
here recording a podcast.
no, man, I'm just
Nah,
talking
man.
to you.
Sometimes professors forget to say what the class is or what you're learning. You just got to figure it out through context clues.
Well, I mean, after like the first like class, like the orientation class, no one ever says welcome to.
No one repeats their names. You just got to guess.
Yeah. So if you have like so in when I was in college, we had an add drop swap period. So
Hmm.
where classes were fluctuating because people were
Yeah.
like, I don't want this class, I'll drop it, I'll put another class in, da 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 da. But if you missed the first orientation day, you just had to wing it.
You just had to hope you knew what the hell was going to happen. Hope you understood what the syllabus said.
Right.
Pray you remember what the professor's name is. We once had a girl who went to the wrong room and she didn't realize she was in the wrong class until the professor said their name. And then we were like, she was like, oh, damn, I'm in the wrong room.
Oh Jesus, you didn't have to make a scene.
She
You
had to
could have just
go.
got up.
She had to go.
No, like for me, one time I was a psych major. So I took an intro. I had signed up for an intro psych class, and those, intro classes are fairly like large.
Yeah.
Realized that the time wasn't working well with the rest of my stuff. Like I only had like 4 minutes to get to that class versus another one, so
Mm.
I switched it. And the thing was, I was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna switch it, and it's taught by the same person. Surprise, surprise, all these classes were on record taught by the same person, but all the TAs were teaching it. So I had no idea who the hell this person was.
See, it's stuff like that, guys. Introduce yourselves, say your names. I do that with people too. Like a lot of times, people who I've met multiple times, sometimes you're just gonna have to reintroduce yourself to me. Like if I haven't seen you in 2 years, I've only met you twice. Like, bro, I don't know who you are. You don't know my name either.
Let me tell you what I do. I just keep having the conversation with you until someone else might come up and be like, hey, Joseph.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've definitely done that where I'm like, I'm gonna keep just having this combo and hope when somebody else knows your name or like calls out your name. And it's always the worst when you know they know your name.
Yes, because
Like,
they like speak to you
hey.
by name, and you're like, I'm really bad with that. With
Mm-hmm.
people I went to high school with.
Couldn't
I
tell
don't
you
know.
who any of those bitches are.
I don't know anyone. And so like my high school friends are always like, yeah, you know, such and such. No.
No, I don't know them. Legitimately, that just happened. I did visit my family for the holidays. And there was a point where my brother and his wife were talking about some guy that apparently I had met so many times. He had come to like family Thanksgivings.
Oh, it was
He
really
it was
real.
it was real. Like we met several times. And so they were like, yeah, this person. I was like, fuck is that? And I turned to my son, I'm like, do you know who the fuck they're talking about? And DM finally was, or, my sister was like, yeah, I remember this guy now that they're describing him. And my brother was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you really don't have a clue. I was like, you got a picture of him? I have no clue who you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm way better with pictures.
Give me a picture and I can recognize a human.
Like my oldest best friend, he can talk about people, and we've known each other since the second grade. And sometimes he'd be talking about people, and I'd be like, who is that?
Never met him.
And he'd be like, here, and he could show me a picture. I'm like, oh,
that's not their name. And then that's usually my first deflection. That's not their name. To see if they don't know their name for real either. And they're like, yeah, it is. And usually I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, or like I unfortunately have really bad descriptors of people.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, like, I don't say these things out loud, but sometimes they're the rudest thing.
Yeah.
Like,
it's all the bad things about them.
Like, there's this one girl that I went to school with. I can't think of her name, but her breath always smelled bad. So in my head, she's smelly breath girl. She's really sweet.
Yeah. But I've done that shit where it's like, this person with the big nose, or like these people with little teeth, You know who I'm talking about.
I try not to say that out loud because I can remember I have an ex-boyfriend and we've known each other for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, I've watched a lot of like his siblings and stuff grow up and all that type of stuff. And his dad can never remember who I am. And so because we're good friends now, so when my ex is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see Michelle, they're like, who? You know Michelle. And then the dad is always like, oh, you mean Michelle with the big titties? And so that's who I am to him. And that is so, like, of all the other things.
I don't know how I feel about that descriptor. Please don't call me that.
Right. Like you're old enough to be my father because you are the father of a guy that I dated.
Yes.
And we are months apart. Yeah, so now I'm Michelle with the big boobs.
That's fine.
But then he doesn't just say it. He has the
hand motion.
He's like,
gigantic titty motion.
Right. And I'm just like, my boobs aren't even that big. Like,
they are in his mind. Big titties.
Like, not Michelle with the big eyes, because a lot of people tell me I have big eyes, or the round face.
Nope.
With the crazy auntie, all other types of things you can say.
None of them. You're with the big titties.
Yeah. And then I'm just like,
usually I'm the loud one. The loud, weird chick. Drea.
Yeah.
Probably had on lingerie as clothing or weird lipstick last time you saw her. Drea.
The weird one.
Yeah. The weird one. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but like, and then I'm just thinking about it in my head, like, not to harp on it, but I'm like, bruh, when I was dating your son, I had, like, C-cup. Like, what are you?
Dad said, you got some big titties. Or you're going to have them with big titties. You.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
the titty whisperer. I
guess it's nice to be remembered.
Not like that.
Okay.
No, just forget me.
Never mind. Okay.
Let me be, like, unremarkable.
True. Okay, guys. Hopefully when you came back from the holidays, you quarantined and you got a test. I did.
I did not get a test, but I have not been anywhere either.
That's real.
I just don't want to go get a test.
That's real. I went and tested. My test came back. I'm negative for the COVID. And
you were all up in the airport and stuff.
I was all up and through an airport. So I am happy. And like a good human, I stayed my happy ass at home until I got my results back. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Stay your ass at home if you don't know.
Mhm. I feel I feel like we're being petty about some people that we know,
I'm being
but
petty about quite a few people, but like,
we're gonna keep y'all uplifted in prayer.
mm-hmm, that
That's
you do
all
the
I
right
got.
things and get your test and stay your ass at home and put a mask on. All of these things. Oh,
Yeah. So speaking of like holidays and family and like COVID and stuff,
mm-hmm.
I got this email from this group I'm in or like website, and it was like my sister ruined Thanksgiving and how I'm gonna take it out on my clients
Oh,
as a therapist. And so they weren't even all together. They all did like
mm-hmm.
Zoom Thanksgivings, and the sister managed to still ruin it. Because
How?
she opened up talks about whether or um not they were gonna get if everyone was gonna get the COVID vaccine, and she was like she's not gonna get it,
Like ever?
and yeah, because she's not gonna get it, and she said that it was like because she's not worried about getting COVID, she's not scared, and she was like, if you are worried that you're gonna get COVID, you should get the vaccine. And so the person who wrote the thing, he was like, so you don't want to protect our
Protect it.
70-year-old mama, like,
I
or
mean,
other people?
correct. That's what she means. She means she don't give a freak a leak about anybody's mother or anybody's grandparent,
Her own, her
her
stepdad,
own,
and like
any of her friends who
she
might have
be at the
compromised immune systems.
right. And so she said she was like, if you're scared that you're gonna get COVID, you should get the vaccine. But then going through thinking about how vaccines and stuff work,
Mm-hmm.
you get it for yourself, but you also get it to protect other people.
Right. Like that's the
You
whole
know?
point of like herd immunity.
Yes. And so if they're like if you live in say you live in a small ass town and there's only 1,000 people,
Mm-hmm.
if you're the only person that gets the vaccine, it probably won't matter.
No.
But if half or more of you get the vaccine, it's helpful.
And I know right now we only have like, let's be real, like no one's getting the vaccine most likely really soon that because they only have enough for like 6% of Americans. That's
Right.
just not enough right now.
And
So,
I think
and
it needs
those
to
are
go
going to
to
go
first
to,
responders first.
it's going to probably go to first responders, then it'll go to like
Military.
military members, it'll go to, people who live in assisted living facilities. Like,
Yeah.
it's got to hit a lot of layers before it hits like everyday Joe Schmo. But it is something people need to start thinking about. Like, realistically, I'm fine with the fact that it has to hit a lot of layers because I would like to see, some of the side effects on a mass scale. But that's not to say I don't want to get it.
Yeah.
Like,
So it hasn't even really been approved yet. Like the two
no, not in a lot
companies.
of places.
Yeah, like the two companies who created it,
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to get approved here.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I am not taking this vaccine the first year or so that it's out.
That's understandable. That's what's going to be the case for a lot of people. And like the thing that you have to know is that means you need to be wearing a mask and you need to be washing your hands and you need to be, staying at home whenever possible.
Yeah. And I mean, I can convince you.
I'm fine with not being in the first wave or the fifth wave or the sixth wave of people who are about to get this vaccine. It's just saying.
Yeah, I
do plan to one day get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Now, I'm gonna probably do better about getting that over like the flu shot. I
suck at the flu shot.
Flu shot.
I'm right there with you, Michelle. I'm right there with you.
The last time I got a flu shot, it was because I was in the hospital already. And they were like, we're going to give you this flu shot. And then
I was at my doctor's office this year, and they were like, you're already here. You might as well get this shot. We got to take your blood anyway. I was like, you know what? You're right. As long as I'm over here with some needles, do
So
several.
that just made me think of like if what if you could get the flu shot everywhere there were needles? So like you're at the tattoo shop and they're like
Got a flu
tattoos, piercings, flu
shot?
shot. But you know what though? I probably would feel more comfortable
Oh
with the
yeah.
tattoo artist giving me a flu shot
Just
because when I
you're
tell
already
you,
stopping me.
yeah, you're already there, and the places that I got my tattoos were so clean.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. They're usually
yeah,
extremely clean. There's usually like pretty organized. Like,
yeah.
sure.
As opposed to the last place that asked me if I would get a flu shot, I was filling a prescription at the pharmacy,
Mm-hmm.
and like the tech asked, "Do you want to get a flu shot? Because you haven't gotten one yet that we know of, and it's covered by your insurance." Da da da. But as I was waiting to fill my medicine or pick it up, I forget which one, I watched them behind the counter. Somebody was eating food, then they picked up the phone, and then somebody was doing this. And I was like, y'all gross back
How
there. I'm
gross. I
not,
don't want you sticking nothing in me. No, thank you.
no.
Yeah. I was like, I like if I'm gonna get a flu shot, it's very rarely gonna be at a pharmacist. I
Right.
because usually the pharmacies I go to are inside of stores. Like I'm not going to CVS and getting a flu shot. I'm not going to Target,
Right.
which is my first pharmacy right now. Like I'm not going into Target and being like, you know what? Let me just roll up this sleeve and let you stab me one good time. I- I'll do it at my doctor. Thank you.
You know what? I would like for the flu shot to become a pill.
Instead of a shot.
Yeah, like I would like it if it was like, here, take your flu pill. Like, take your,
The
like,
issue is how do they get the pill to become intravenous? Because that's what they need.
right. Or maybe can it be a liquid? If still it goes to my stomach. So maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. Nasal
Well, what if it
spray.
could be a right or a patch,
Oh yeah.
like a flu
Like
patch?
like a flu patch like
Like,
the birth control.
yeah,
I mean, that's a good idea. Pat Matt, you heard it here first. Michelle thought
yeah,
of the idea.
yeah, a
When it
flu,
happens, flu
yeah,
patch.
yeah, it's flu patch.
It's her idea. You can't take it. We own the IP now, as of right moment. This moment,
Like, did you get your flu patch today?
right?
Did you
Have you
remember to
gotten
take it off? It
right?
only had to stay on for an hour. Did you take it off?
Did you take it off? You still got your flu patch on? It's not doing anything. It's out of medicine.
Right. Oh man, my friend got a job.
Mm.
He got a job. I'm so happy for him.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah,
It's hard to get a job right now.
it is. He's been trying to get a job for a while. So shout out to you, friend. You know who you
Shout
are.
out, friend. I don't know who you are, but I'm sure I might. But like, oh, thank you. Yes, that's congrats, friend.
Yeah. Yeah,
Can you hear
man.
that? Can you hear me
No,
clapping?
I just know. Oh wait, yeah, I can hear you clapping a little bit.
I can't make it much louder.
Isn't
That's exciting. Good for that friend.
it?
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Um,
Meanwhile, Michelle just watched me fumble through my open enrollment for my benefits.
you know what?
It was
We
so bad.
we need we need to have a guest person come on here, like an HR person to come on here who can
Oh, I
tell us
know
how
the
to
right
do
person. Maybe I should. For real, I'm gonna let them hit me up one day and
yeah,
have
to
them
tell
join
us
us.
to walk us through this shit because
Yeah.
we're adults, but we're not great at it.
No, no one ever explains this to me, to you. Like nobody sits you down.
No,
It's like there's a TikTok right now that I love seeing where it's like a kid and they sit down and they're like, "Hey, I'm 18. It's my first year ever doing taxes this year. Like, could you just tell me how what I'm supposed to pay you and then I pay you the money?" And the IRS person's like, "No, you have to guess and then we'll tell you if you're right." I'm like,
right?
"Okay,
That's
well,
so
but if I
stupid.
guess wrong, they're like, then you go to federal prison."
It's so fucked up.
It's the most fucked up.
It's so fucked up to be like, you might owe us money.
Right.
Guess how much?
Guess how
Like,
much? We know exactly how much you owe us because we've calculated this and spent a lot of time figuring out exactly how much money you owe us down
because
to
we've
the
been
cent.
watching. Right. Yeah, we've been
Now you have
watching
to
you.
see if you can guess what the right amount
Like,
is.
this is what type of fucked up game show is this?
It's the fucking worst. It's
You
the
know,
worst.
it's like, did you know on game shows usually either you win money or you
Hmm.
lose and you go home with nothing. But this fucked up show is either you pay the money, you get it right,
Correctly,
or you
or
go to
you go to
jail.
jail. Like there's
Or
only options here. Or you end up owing them thousands of dollars instead for a fine.
and
Like
penalties and shit. Like, no.
now your credit score's all fucked up. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, now you can't. Now you're trying to garnish your wages and you're like, I only make $3 an hour. Like,
Doesn't
what do you
matter. I
want from
want
me?
200. I want $2.50 an hour from you.
Yes,
You
I
figure out
want,
how to live
yeah.
on 50 cents.
How much is bread? Okay, yeah, you don't need bread.
You don't need bread. Thought about it.
Water.
You no longer need shelter. Here you go. Give
uh,
me that money.
We're like, water? It rained yesterday.
Right.
Like, you didn't get you some water?
Oh, you did so great at your job that you got a bonus. Now you owe
Oh,
me triple. Like,
yeah.
what? No,
It's awful.
it's the worst. It's the
It
worst.
is.
Adulthood is just a series of sad guessing.
Yeah. Like, I read a meme the other day, and I think they meant for it to be like not necessarily inspirational, but it was just depressing to me. They were like, when you're in school, you get the lesson and then you get the test, but in life, you get the test and then you get the lesson. And I
Oh,
was like,
yeah,
you're fucking right.
you're right. And it's
You can't
depressing.
study for this.
No,
Like,
no, you can study for this, but we don't teach people how to study for this.
right, right.
Like, this is like being like, you got a test. There is a
But
book that would help you study for this. However, I'm not going to give you the book.
yeah,
Can you know the title? No, I won't tell you that either.
yeah, but I know that a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Exactly. I know the quadratic formula, but I can't tell you how to do taxes.
Yeah, I can tell you opposite b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Why?
Exactly.
But
Couldn't tell you how my benefits are calculated because I just failed so hard at it that I gave up.
oh yeah,
HR, you figure it out. I don't know how anymore. Like,
they're gonna.
I
So
did
they
all I
said
could
us
do.
to. There has to be a soft deadline and a hard deadline
There
because
kind of has to be because
you
I don't know
can't
what
be the only person
no,
who's confused.
no freaking way am I the only person who didn't know how to calculate all those numbers. I don't usually I'm used to just checking a box and being like, I want these things, take it out of my check.
Yeah, like
Not
normal
this
people.
time.
But some places are strange. Like, so for my mom, example, so
Hmm.
you know how you have PTO and then you have like sick days,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
But if you don't use your sick days, they take it out of your PTO. It's some strange stuff they got going on over there
That's
with
so weird. Well,
yeah,
like a lot of companies, like the company we work for, like you have your PTO, you have vacation, then you have sick days. And then you have like a birthday day. There's like some extra volunteer time that you can get. There's a bunch of extra stuff. And so if you have to use all of your vacation time or else you just lose it and you never get the money for it. And you don't have to use all of your personal time, but they encourage that you use most of it because you can only take over a certain amount of days. Sick days, there's no way to calculate how many sick days I have. I don't know. I do know that it is a possible thing that I could put in for, but I don't know how they calculate that. You only get one birthday day.
I mean, well, you were only born on one day.
I mean, prove
It's
it.
not. It's
But
not like they shoved you back in there and said do it again. Like,
prove it.
oh my god, No, you know what? Every time I talk to you, we're having these conversations, I think about strange shit. So we're talking about birthday days, and you can't do it again.
You
My
good?
when my granddad was born here in Georgia, way back in the 20s, question mark. The point is,
Question mark.
yeah, the point is, he was the first, like, he was the first baby born on New Year's Day,
Mm,
like, except he was black, so they pushed his birthday back a day because they didn't want the New Year's baby to be a black baby.
well, how racism shows up again. Not surprised. But like I
No,
have I
it's the
have
Bible.
no clue when my great grandmother was born. She had no clue when her birthday was. It's either June 16th or June 29th.
Oh,
It's like a
I
two
choose
week.
June. I choose June 16th.
They went with the 29th. So
I chose the 16th. Um,
and like I look at like we have my great one of my great grandmothers was a midwife. And rather than like true birth certificates, she would walk around with her birthing books and she would write all the details of a birth into those. So we
mhm.
have like a solid 20 of these books um, at my mother's house because my mother is a midwife. And we've gone through them and the dates are off sometimes. There are sometimes 2 years written in there. Like, and it's not like close years. It's like either that was 57 or maybe that was 59. And then it's also like payments in there. So like there was one baby that was born and she got paid with like a bushel of corn.
What the hell?
Like it was like, oh, they gave us babysitting. They gave us dresses for my own kids. Like that's how they paid me. Like I was just like, this is the most ass backwards. But my father is in that book because she was the local midwife who delivered my father and his
Cool.
twin. Several of my cousins and aunts and uncles are in that book. It's very interesting. But yeah,
What
like,
what history to have?
yes. If you were born in Shelby County between the years of 1938 and 1973, I may have, you know, your original birth certificate.
Yeah, my aunt, we always laugh about her because she has either she was born in 51 or 52.
Who knows?
Yeah, because when she was born, my grandma was like really out of it. My granddaddy ended up naming her. And
Gosh.
then this was before they started doing like birth certificates and stuff automatically, and you had to go and get it.
Mm-hmm.
And someone did a clerical error of 51 or 52. We don't know which one.
There are tons of
Um,
issues like that.
yeah,
Like,
tons.
she is not the only one. There are tons and tons and tons of kids who, like, prove that's my birthday. You can't.
Right. But then also she has about three different death dates.
That's rough,
It's
buddy.
so strange.
According to the
So
insurance, my
like all
dad
the
was
same
born
year.
yeah, according to the insurance, my dad died the day after. Like, I don't, we needed that
All
check.
right.
He signed it. Like, that's what he signed it.
what's what's the statute of limitations on check fraud?
It's been more than 20 years. It's fine.
Okay.
Anywho, we've digressed, but short term is adulting's hard. They don't tell you what to do.
No, it's so strange.
we got we got really far off track. I don't know where we were going, but
We did, and we have a whole topic for today,
we
y'all.
do. We did homework today.
Yeah, some of us.
Well, we did some homework today. Not a ton. Not a ton.
No, so y'all, if you are a music listener, even a little bit, and you're somewhat with the times, Spotify came out with their, what do they call it now? Because I'm new to this.
I think they call it their wrapped list. It used to be like your
Okay.
top 20, but now it's like, oh, you wrapped list for like wrapping up the year. They thought they were
Uh-huh.
so clever.
They were clever.
Mm, shut up. Don't
You
give them
you
that.
know some no, you know some black intern named Jamal did it.
I mean, probably.
You know.
Anywho, so the first thing they do in this rap list is tell you how many different artists that you listen to um, this year, and then how many artists you discovered. I'd love to know how many different artists you listen to.
Me?
Yes,
Let me see. Can I get back to it? I don't
you
even know
should
how to.
be able to. It's like a story on Instagram.
Oh, it wasn't on my Instagram. You know, all my stuff is not
Oh no,
together.
it's through Spotify,
Oh,
but it looks like stories.
yes. Okay. So here we go. Let me.
I will tell you,
Uh,
I discovered apparently 120 new artists this year. Who knew?
I'm clicking through the story to get to the end. That tells me. Um. So what did you want to know?
How many new artists have you discovered this year?
Let's see. Oh wait, it doesn't say.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
Oh, it might.
What about how
It
many
might. I went
genres
through.
did you listen
I
to?
shouldn't. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, it'll tell you. For me, it says
I'm looking.
I
What?
listened to 196 genres, and 52 of them are new ones. I don't understand how there are new genres of music every day, but
Or maybe they're new to you.
it made it seem like it was new in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can come up with new shit. Um. Yeah, I'm trying to see. So it told me my top 20 songs. That's a thing.
Hmm.
But no, it told me my biggest podcast binge listen.
Ooh.
It was My Favorite Murder, but they said that I listened to 4 episodes back to back one day.
Oh, goodness. You were
So
feeling it. I
I
didn't
guess
know that.
so.
I don't listen to
Yeah, but
podcasts through
I listened
Spotify,
to,
so they have no clue what I'm into.
yeah, but I mean, I liked it because once I subscribed, I can have it go where you can get notifications when you have a new episode, because I always miss every episode of everything because I'm never on time. Um, but let me see. It said I listened to 115 artists this year,
Okay, you did good.
but my top artists though were Kehlani, Cash Doll, Bricky for President, Tori Kelly, and Zed.
Yes, Zed. Uh, hold on. Where are my artists? I don't know. It's so slow, these things. It's showing me my top
Oh
songs.
yeah. Oh, apparently my top genre was pop rap. I didn't know that was a genre.
Oh, I didn't know that either. My top genre was pop, but it was my second was alternative R&B, apparently.
I, I, maybe.
My favorite song apparently this year was If You Let Me by Sinead O'Connor or Sinead Harnett. Sorry. I don't know why it said.
I was gonna say
Oh,
that's not
it
Sinead
says I've
O'Connor.
listened
I
to
like that song.
696 artists this year, but my top artist was Sinead Harnett,
Ooh,
and then Sabrina Claudio,
wow. So my
and
top
then
song.
Nao, and
Okay,
then her, and then Kehlani.
really?
Hmm.
Okay. For me, my top song was Bricky for President. The name of the song is Fat Girls. You
Oh,
remember We listened to that song in the car one time with each other.
I think we did. And I was like, what
Do
is
you
this?
remember?
What is this?
And then you were, yes. It's like I don't like the song about I don't care if you're 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 500
Yes.
pounds. Fat girls just
Yes.
put it down. Yes,
And I was like, oh, okay.
pick it up and then drop it down. I was like, I really like that song.
It's a good one. Well, apparently you were into it.
Yeah, but then like so my top songs though it was Fat Girls, and then it was Good Thing with by Kalani and Zed.
Oh,
Yeah, and then this how you know it's weird. Then my third one is Pressing Me by Rico Nasty.
oh God.
And then my fourth one is oh should have been us or should have been yeah by Tori Kelly.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good
And
one.
then this is how you know I'm still an old damn lady. My number fifth song is You Are My Lady. You
You
are
are.
my lady.
Oh no.
And
Oh
I know
no.
I listened to that while I was in the kitchen cooking something probably unhealthy for everyone.
I'm sure. What is it? My number one song is If You Let Me. My number two song is Another Lifetime by Nao. Um, Number three is Nine by Willow and SZA.
I don't
Number
think I've heard that song.
oh, it's a good one. I'll send it to you. Number
Okay.
four is Easily by Bruno Major. And then the last one is Rather Be With You by Sinead Harnett. And let me just say, it makes me feel like I'm like a light and incense ass bitch. Like this is
You kinda are. You
I
kinda
feel
are.
like I'm more eclectic than that, but it
I mean,
seems
but you know what it is though? You have like I don't want to say phases because it makes it sound like you're flighty, but you'll get really into something and that's what we're listening to.
yes. Yeah. Yeah. Like that's why I have like a whole Korean pop section where I was like, no, we're into K-pop right now. Or like we're into only music that doesn't have English in it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Or like that time when you were really into the guy, I can't remember his name, but he had all these wives because he was
Oh,
getting the
Fela
right.
Kuti.
Yeah, and then you played that one song for me and it was like 20 minutes
It
long,
was a 20-minute long song.
but like the first 5 minutes is just instrumental.
Yep. It's just them and some saxophones killing the game.
Yes. And I was like, what kind of drugs are these people on?
So many drugs.
So that's you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not wrong. I'll get into an artist and then, or like a genre and be like, guess who's only listening to this now?
Yeah. But I think for me, the thing that like well, first of all, Spotify is fairly new to me.
True.
So I think when they do my 2021, it'll be a little different.
I think so. And then like I don't use Spotify that much this year, or I didn't use Spotify that much this year compared to other years, I will
Hmm.
say. Like this year, I've been really using Pandora music because I can, and like we have the paid subscription version of it, so I
Hmm.
don't have to worry about like commercials and stuff. Um, so yeah, like I think my Pandora would look a ton different than my Spotify.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So it's interesting. But that brings us to understanding like a little bit more about you. So we know what we did this year, but let's know what we would do generally. So if you had to do your top five songs for life,
So
what would they be?
it's different. It's different depending on like the time in my life.
That's true.
You know?
At this point, you were saying, I'm just a girl in the world. Um, and I'm just trying to figure out like songs of my life at this moment.
Oh, at this moment. That's so hard.
It
That's
is
so,
hard.
that is so hard.
We
Like,
practiced for this. I told you this was coming. Why didn't you?
because it's just hard. Because one, okay, like let me be clear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big music listener.
Okay.
Like some people, Drea, some people need, like,
Wow.
if we get in the car, I gotta get the playlist together before we move.
Yep.
Or yeah, I'm not that
Correct.
person. Like,
Wow. I've been hit.
I'm just saying. So, um, I
Okay,
don't
let's go
really.
from number five. So my number five,
Yeah, you go.
let's say number five is probably, I thought about this. It is probably, what's it called? Oh, shoot. It's by the Doobie Brothers. What's the song? What a Fool Believes.
Oh, yeah, you sing that a lot,
It's, I love the song.
and you'll
Every
hit
time
the
I hear it,
falsetto.
I'm like, I've heard it in a Walmart before and just like started going to town. Being like, this is my shit. No matter when I hear it, it makes me happy. It's from what, the 70s, I want to say. Okay, we may have not done as much work on this, but
No, okay. I know a song that I'm really into, and this how you know I grew up with a dad who was like, we didn't listen to new shit.
yes,
So, Love's Train by Confunction,
such a good one.
and and
On the left train. I don't know the
yes,
words. Yes.
and like older, like when I was younger, I was like, well, I like how it sounds. Then I got older and I started listening to the lyrics. And there's one part where, like, the song is really about this guy is really in love with this, he's in love with this girl. And then it says, one part is like, I really need to be with you. I call that number and no one answers till 2 o'clock. And then she's like, well, honey, darling, I really want to be with you. It's just that someone's over right now.
Oh no.
Yes. And then she's like, yeah. So it's like, and he's like, if by chance you let me come, just hold you
Oh,
down on my knees. I want to see you, baby.
he's so sad.
Yes.
He's so, a lot of my like top five songs are not necessarily newer
New.
songs.
Yeah.
They have to be with you for quite some time. They have to like get up in there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And Love Train is a great one, but it also has like a lot of memory for you.
Yeah,
It makes
it
complete sense.
does.
I would say my number four is Hall and Oates,
Of course it
Private
is.
Eyes.
Of course it is.
Every time I hear it, never fails. I'm gonna sing immediately. I'm going to do dance moves. I don't care what situation I'm in. Private Eyes by Hall and Oates. I didn't know that Hall and Oates had a black guy in it, just like I didn't realize the Doobie Brothers had a black guy in it until far later in my lives. But one black man can save some music, you know.
Yeah. Oh man. So another one for me, one of like my number four, is by my old man husband,
Jesus.
Smokey Robinson.
Oh,
I love the song Cruising.
oh, that's a good one.
So that's a song like if I hear that anywhere, I'm gonna dance to it and I'm gonna sing along. Cause they definitely someone they did like a elevator whitewash version of it, like some white
Ooh,
person singing it, and it was playing in Walmart one time, and I just like stopped in the middle of the store, and I was just, "You're gonna fly away."
hey,
Right? We're old.
I am an old human. Um, but no, one Smokey Robinson is your old man husband, which is hilarious to me. But He's one of those artists, like old artists, like, I don't know, something about the way they used to make music just makes me be like, correct. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Another one that every time I hear, like, doesn't matter where, I'm going off, is I'm trying to make sure I know the right name. It's by Paramore, because of course it is. Because
Misery business.
it's not Misery Business. It's, oh my God, where is it? It's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't. I'm looking for it now because I'm just like, I'm not getting this wrong. Mm, mm.
Was it All I Wanted?
I'm gonna find it. I hate it. I hate myself for not knowing it.
What are some lyrics? I'm gonna help you.
It's from the Riot album, I feel like. It's like turn to. I don't know what I want. It does say I don't know what I want.
Is it that's what you get when you let your heart that one? No?
Yes.
I think that's that. I think it's called That's What You
There we go.
Get. Yeah. Um
Yeah. Honestly, most Paramore songs get me going.
it's something about Paramore.
Paramore. You know what? I started liking Paramore because they vaguely remind me of that song Kryptonite. And
By who was that song by?
with the K, Kryptonite. If I go crazy, Three Doors
You
Down.
if I go crazy, will
Will
you
you
still
still call
call
me
me
Superman? Yes.
Superman?
There
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
You can tell we grew up in the fucking grunge 90s.
Grunge ass 90s. And
Yes.
like Kryptonite was like 10-year-old Drea's most angsty shit. Like I would blast that shit through my house to the point where my mother used to just look at me and be like, "Why?"
So, funny story.
Mhm.
I went. You would call it a phase, maybe, but I went through a phase where I love Evanescence,
Yes,
which is not
Queen.
grunge now, but Evanescence, My Chemical Romance, Blink
100%.
182.
All wonderful
Like,
songs.
yes. And so another one of my songs is Evanescence. I like Bring Me to Life, but it's the their Don't Call Me When You're Sober song.
Oh yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Um,
What's it called? Is that what it's
it's
called?
no,
I know the song you're
it's
talking
called
about.
Call Me When You're Sober.
There you go.
Yeah, it's called Call Me When You're Sober. And I love the song in general, and I think I started liking it like when I broke up with somebody teenage style, you know what I'm
You
saying?
oh,
Um,
teenage angst. Yeah, I'm right
yes.
there with you.
But really the thing that got me is I can like a song more or less depending on what the music video is like.
True. And that's something
And
that's not necessarily a thing right now because not every great song has a music video necessarily. Music videos aren't as valued as they used to be.
yeah,
Hmm. And there was a time in life where like
right.
you would spend days or like your evenings being like I know we used to watch 106 in Park all the time. Like I remember the first
Yes,
time I ever
yes,
saw like the Aaliyah Rock the Boat video. Like the first time I ever
yeah,
saw like, a TLC video. Like it's in my head as a thing that was important. And I feel like once they got rid of them, there's a void for those things now.
yeah. Cause like the thing about the yeah, the thing about the Call Me When You're Sober video is it's all stylized like Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf,
Mm-hmm.
and the boyfriend is the wolf, and he is
Ooh.
fine. And I still don't
Mm.
know. who it is that was in who it was.
We're gonna find them.
It's great.
We're gonna find them.
He was fine. He's white, but he was fine. And he
So
was one of those like you know how they like you watch or you read. I don't know who it
his
was.
name was Oliver Jones Goodwill. Goodwill, born October
What?
25th, 1982. He's a British actor and film composer. He played the love interest.
Oh, okay. And so like he is everything. I think I might be fangirling a little bit, but you know how you read those like YA novels and the bad boy is just so attractive and so devil
Yes.
may care.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm here for it. Yes. Good job.
Yeah. What's it? We
I'm
took a
now
pause.
looking up. Apparently, he was in Solo.
Really?
Yeah, he was in the Han Solo movie. He was also in this really cute film that looks British. Oh, he was a composer for it. Called Female Friendly. I want to see it. Looks hilarious. But he
It
did
sounds
stunts in Solo. He was a stuntman.
oh, cool. Don't ruin your face, baby.
I mean, hopefully not. You have a very beautiful face. I'm gonna send you his IMDb.
Thanks. You're so good to
You're
me.
welcome. I love it. Okay. Oh, we got very off base. Anyway.
It's your turn. It's your
Oh,
turn.
it's my turn. My number 3, again, me being an old woman, is are we on number 3? I feel like we're on number 2.
No, we're on number 3.
Number 3 is
I just did 3. You have to
okay.
do 3.
I already did 3.
Sure.
Whatever number we're on is
Yeah.
Rocket Love by Stevie Wonder.
The song that I didn't know existed until you played it for me.
Yes. It is off of Hotter Than July. It's a hidden gem there. I don't think it was ever like a single of
Like a
his.
single.
I don't think it ever caught traction, but it is one of the songs. If you have never heard Rocket Love by Stevie Wonder, please go listen to it. It is one of the chef's kiss best songs he has ever written to me. It's great.
I mean, he still devolves into that. Are you saying words now,
Oh,
Stevie?
constantly.
But it's good.
It's very much in the vein of like you're no longer speaking. Half of these words don't exist, but this beat and this rhythm, honey, what
Are you
else?
saying that? Are you saying that Stevie Wonder is responsible for mumble rappers?
I
Is
think
that what
he
you just said?
is. Yes, I stand by that. I stand by that. Mumble rap would not be a
I'm
thing
sorry,
now
Stevie.
if Stevie Wonder wasn't around. Stevie Wonder and Anita
Stevie
Baker.
Wonder
I blame those
and
two
Anita
people.
Baker. I knew you were gonna say. I knew you were gonna say that.
I blame those both. Stevie Wonder and Anita Baker are the reason why mumble rappers can thrive, and I dislike that, but they're both amazing. They're both amazing.
I can't.
They're
Oh
so
my
great.
god. Speaking of Anita Baker,
Is Anita Baker on your list?
yes, and it's
Oh,
a tie between Sweet Love and Caught Up in the Rapture. I love both of those.
both of those songs are amazing.
Yes,
Both of those songs are
but
amazing.
funny thing, my mother hates Anita Baker. Like
Mama, no.
she doesn't think she could sing, but the only person she hates more than Anita Baker is what's her name? The old singer that sounds like she smokes 3 packs a day.
God. I don't know.
Um,
Is it Dionne Warwick?
yes, yes, yes,
We said how horrible descriptors could be.
yeah,
And that's a
and
really bad one.
yes,
A really bad descriptor.
Because I was gonna, she was on Masked Singer, and I was gonna call her by what she was on Masked Singer. But then I realized that you don't watch that, so you'll
Nope.
feel like I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know who the fuck that is. Um, no, Dionne Warwick, I can understand that, but Anita Baker, bomb. Like,
Caught up in the rapture
rapture
of-
of love. Yes. You gotta, like, just making sound.
You do the best impression of her, and all
Just
you
like,
do is like, all you do is sing stuff without moving, without using your teeth, and
yes.
you just
If
you
you
open
never move
vowel
your,
every sound.
yes, open vowels, never move your teeth, and get real deep. Like, that's Anita Baker. Like,
Yes.
I love it. Oh no, that's a good one. Um, so I'm stuck on my last one because I want to put, I love some techno,
Mm-hmm.
but at this moment, who I am, I'm probably gonna go with Nobody by Mitski.
Is that song about Venus and
Yes, yes, Nobody by Mitski.
I like her just for all those weird chord progression changes that she does.
It's extremely weird. It's a song that has seems to have no rhyme or reason. It's one of the hardest songs to follow along to, but it's so good and it can make me feel sad and it can make me feel happy and it makes me feel seen and like, yeah, I
Yeah,
want it.
it's one of those songs that have like if you listen just for the music, it's like, oh, this is upbeat, this is nice.
Yeah, like
But
it makes you feel like you're dancing. And then if you hear the
right,
words,
you hear the words, you're like, oh wait, no.
no, the song is depressing as hell. Like it fits many moods.
Yeah,
It fits
it
so
reminds me
many
of that
moods.
song by Foster the People,
Yeah, pumped up
Pumped Up
kicks.
Kicks.
Yeah, like depending on how you listen to it and like how deeply you listen to it, you're either gonna feel like very happy and peppy or like distressed and sad.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta be careful. It's like mushrooms. You gotta know what mood you're going into it with.
Music is like shrooms now.
Yes. Is that not the same for you? Do you not feel that same kindredness to music? Because
Um,
like if you listen to certain songs, like if I listen to The Call by Regina Spektor, and I'm already just a little bit sad, I'm bawling my eyes out by the end of that song. Like it's just gonna be nothing but tears if I'm just a little bit sad.
so so this one's not on my list, but there's a song, two songs that will get me like that. And one is Jar of Heart
Mm,
by Christina Perry.
yes, yes, yes. The
And
sad one.
and the other song is a throwback from my teenage angst phase. That damn song by Sheryl Crow, The First Cut is the Deepest.
Ooh, dang.
Right.
She had 8-year-old like Drea in her feels.
Yeah, that damn song, she has the lyric. It's just like, I still want you by my side just to help me dry the tears that I've cried.
Oh,
Wait a minute. And she starts off like, you didn't do it, but he broke my heart. And I don't want to punish you. But
I
if you
don't want to do it,
stay,
but I'm so sad.
I'm gonna try to love again.
It's so it's so sad.
And she's like, the first cut is the deepest. So I'm like, this is your first heartbreak. He broke my heart too. I'm so sad.
Oh, oh, baby. Is that one from
Yeah,
like your first one of the first songs that you connected to?
maybe.
I like one of the first songs, not like child songs that like I connected to was Shania Twain's That Don't Impress Me Much, which is really indicating of how I look at the world.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so you have a nice car. Who cares? Like,
Good for you.
oh, so sweet. Oh, so you've got a big old house. Great. doesn't impress me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I remember being a kid with my first CD at Shania Twain's CD, because of course it was. And just like running around my room telling off my stuffed animals to that song.
Telling off your stuff and
Feeling it. Feeling it.
my lord.
It was, she knew that she was like, 8-year-old Drea knew that like she was out here to break hearts and take names. And I don't feel bad about that.
So let
He
me tell
came
you
here
a
for a
song.
reason.
Oh my God. Another song I can think of like that was a damn song, and You Made a Fool of Me or Fool of Me
Oh,
from
yes.
Love and Basketball.
Yes.
And so like for me sometimes that's why if I like a song, if I really, really like a song, I most times won't go look at like the music video or anything like that because
Mm.
they become connected. So that You Made a Fool of Me song is forever connected to that scene when she's playing him for his heart in the movie.
Oh,
And so I just thought it was all messed up.
no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Was
So
it? There's a song like that for me, but I connect to it because of the video.
okay.
Is that weird? So,
No.
yeah, like it's, what is it? I just had it. It's If I Was the One by Ruffins, and it's from Center Stage, the movie I talked about
Oh
during our movie
yeah. The
episode. If you haven't listened to the movie episode, please go back and listen to it. But it's from the movie
mhm.
Center Stage, and it's one of those because the video makes me be like every time. It's why I connected to the song.
Mhm. Now, there is one song, like, so sometimes you'll hear a song and it stays with you and you never forget with the first place you heard that song.
True.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, a song like that for me is Aqueous Transmission by Incubus. Have you ever heard
Oh
that?
shit. Yeah. You're angsty. You're an
Yeah,
angsty little Michelle.
yeah. Although that one's college age, Michelle, and I was in a friend's apartment. There may or may not have been like we might have been under the influence, but I can remember the song coming on. I had never heard the song before, and I'm just sitting in the corner of the room vibing out. And at one point,
Hard.
yeah, and at one point, so like the first time I heard the song, I didn't even realize that there were lyrics because all I could hear was all the different instruments. I was like, oh, this is a flute. Oh,
Listen to
wow. Is that a
that.
harp? Like, right. And then I heard the song again. I was like, it has words. I love this song.
I love this song. Yes. Yeah. Like everybody's had that experience though. Like that's why I love the Beatles. I know you don't understand why I love the Beatles so much. But one of the
Like
first
that one song that's about a threesome that you say it's not about a threesome. It is.
what?
And it's a little kinky too. That song where they be like, come together
Oh, that is
right
not a kinky
now
song.
over me.
God.
Yes, it is.
It's a good
Yes,
one. Anyway.
he wants two people. He wants two people to stand over him and come simultaneously. Yes, it
Oh,
is.
Jesus. No. Okay, so there is a distinct time in my life where the Beatles got me through many a day where I did not want to deal with my family, and I used to just put the Beatles on repeat in my headphones and just be like, I feel this so deeply and like just vibe hard. Even now, I can be like, oh, you know what? I'll just throw a Beatles song on and just let it take me away. But did you ever do your number one? What was your number one?
I don't really have a number one, like a song that I would go to again and again and necessarily.
Hmm.
Except there is this song by Hosier, Hosier, whatever you want to say.
Is it the?
Um,
No, that's somebody different.
what?
I keep thinking I belong to you. You belong to me and my sweet
In my
heart.
sweetheart.
But I don't think that's
But
Hosier.
no, that's no. He's much darker. He's much darker.
Yeah.
Um, I can't think of the name of this song.
Is it Amen?
Well, actually, that's Take Me to Church.
Shit.
No, it's So there, um,
Now I'm looking up Hosier
shoot,
songs.
yeah,
Is it Cherry
um,
Wine?
no, Cherry Wine is about domestic abuse.
That's so sad.
I mean, it really is, but
Best
it's
song about
about domestic
domestic
abuse
abuse
the
is
other way.
Goodbye Earl. I'm gonna say it.
That's the best one.
Best
It
one by the
is
Chicks, you
because
know?
Earl got exactly what he decided.
Earl had to die. Such a good song about domestic violence. It ends happily. Um, okay, back to Hosier. I don't know. Someone new? Work song?
Yes, work song.
Ah, I was just naming. I just found a
Yes,
list of Hosier songs. Never heard it, but
yes,
okay.
but really, so like the chorus bridge or whatever, the lyrics are, "When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her."
Oh, damn. That's
Like
deep.
that's some love.
That is
And he,
love.
yeah, and like if you look at the music video, it's really artistic stylized or whatever. And it's a song about love, but it's a song about like love being redemption because he talks
Mm.
about like he say when this girl found him, he's like, I was 3 days on a drunken sin.
Ooh,
Like I was in some shit.
yeah.
And it kind of sounds like like I was straight up an addict and she stayed with me and loved me through my like detox and relapse and all of that.
Damn. That's intense.
Yeah. I be liking intense stuff
You
apparently.
like intense stuff. I like intense stuff, but I like the intense stuff I like is tends to be angry. Like Yeba's My Mind, where it's just I'ma kill these motherfuckers. Like it's very tense, but it's so good. Um, but yeah, so whatever you're into, music can be like a really good escape and get you through some dark times.
It can.
It can like and it really does influence your mood. I know it's kind of weird to say, but like to me music is like shrooms cuz like if I'm in a semi okay mood and I listen to like some techno music, like I listen to like Body or Bellyache or
Now I got a bellyache.
yes, or like Stung, right? By I think it's Charlie XCX. Like it's one of those things where it's like I'm gonna be jamming. Like when I used to be going home from work in my car, I was the first one to be like put on some techno music or some like techno pop so I could just zone out and have a good time because I'm happy because I just got off of work and traffic is about to piss me off. So I'm just about to, to drive home as happy as I can. But then there's also music that's like the moment this starts playing, I'm I'm choking back tears. which is most often. I will be choking back tears because I'm not going to be crying anytime soon. But it's fine. But yeah, let music take you somewhere. Let it lead you. Try different types of music. Like you never know what you'll be into. You don't have to always listen to the same genre. I'm the queen of like, let's just let some shit play and see what happens.
Yeah, you are.
Sometimes Michelle hates me. Sometimes Michelle will be like, what the fuck are we listening to? I don't know. Never heard it before, but I'm into it.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. Is this English? Probably not. Fair enough. I'm the walking version of fair enough when it comes to music. Not in
You're
my
like,
language. Fair enough.
I like it, and then now you know all the lyrics, but
Yeah.
you have no idea what you're saying.
Not a clue. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you what it was. But
That's you and like the K-pop shit.
me and K-pop. It's me and Portuguese music. It's me.
Yeah. Although, what's that cute man that everyone's in love with, that K-pop band?
Oh, BTS?
Yeah, like they performed on some awards show not too long ago, and this is the first award show I've watched from beginning to end at like in a very long time.
Hmm.
And they were, I was like,
They're
I get it.
good.
Yeah, like I get it now.
They are so them people like 21, the first K-pop group I ever saw and was like, holy shit, was the group Gigi or Girls' Generation.
Hmm.
And it was one of those things where like I saw the music video and I was like, there are like 15 girls. I don't even know who's in this group, but there's like 15 bitches on the stage all singing together and dancing and they're switching and there's rap and I don't know what I'm watching. It feels like a fever dream, but I'm into it. I'm into it. You never know. Like just try it out.
Yeah, like for me, I never thought that I would like Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I got like, there's a one song by him, Killing Strangers.
Mm. Mm. Don't know.
It's like, we're killing strangers. And so it says, we're killing strangers so we don't kill the ones that we love. And I
I'm
was
here for
like,
it.
yeah,
Yes. Yes. Speak on it, Marilyn.
yes.
He's
But
like there's a lot like that's how I got into a lot of rock music. It's how I started getting into country music. Like if you don't like country music, then you don't like rap music because country music is rap music with a guitar. I have said it before. I'll say it again.
it is. And
It
it
is.
has,
They're talking about girls. They're talking about drinking. They're talking about their trucks.
we're talking about sex.
They're talking about
Like,
sex. They're talking about their money. That's it. Like that's what they're talking about.
yeah.
And it's just with a guitar.
Yeah, but if you are trying to get into country music and you are like a rap listener,
Yeah,
I recommend starting with something like Florida Georgia Line.
absolutely. Florida Georgia Line, Dan and Shay,
Hmm.
a little bit of Luke Bryan, maybe.
Yeah,
Like start there and work your way into it because it's very R&B slash rap esque over there.
yeah, and like the country boys are now in the studio with the trap boys,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
they using them 808s in the background of these songs, and
Some of
so
these beats go real hard. It's clear they got
yeah,
somebody's Atlanta ass like producer.
it's like secretly Mike Will made it, like, and you're like, wait a minute, and
Have I heard this before? Like,
hmm
it's, you'd be so surprised how much you'll be like, oh, this is an R&B song, or oh, this was clearly meant to be a rap song. This is now what it is. Like,
yeah. But a genre of music that I really like for how much they will reuse the fuck out of a beat,
mhm.
Caribbean music. So like
Oh, fuck
reggae
yeah.
or like
It'll be the same song, Loki.
it'll be the same. Like you'll be
Different words.
listening. Yeah, you'll be listening to something and you'll be like, wait a minute, I thought, oh no, okay,
Oh, we're in a new song. Hey,
this is
how you
not
doing?
this is not Murder She Wrote. Like I thought this is a whole different song
Right.
because like one of I don't know. So like one of my favorite songs by them,
Mm-hmm.
by like in that genre,
Mm-hmm.
um, is that song. I think it's by "Hurting Me" by Stefflon Don.
Mm.
It's like,
Don't.
"Heard you got a new girlfriend
Oh yeah.
and it's hurting me." I was like, "Oh."
Let's dance. What is this? Yeah.
But one of my favorite Caribbean artists though is Lady Saw.
I don't know if I know her.
She got a song. It's called "I Got Your Man."
Oh, I know that song.
Got your man and you can't do. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Now I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, I know what this is.
I know what this is. So like, oh, one good way to like start hearing new music and to play games. Like, so my family and I used to road trip a lot because it was hella niggas and we used to travel. So, so one of the games, and like, there was a point where my sister and I would be traveling from Georgia to North Carolina on like a bi-weekly basis. So one of the games we kind of started playing, I don't know if this is a real game or if we just made this shit up. It's possible that
I
it's
mean,
both.
well, all
Uh,
games were made up at one point.
right. There was this game we used to play called Radio Roulette, and we'd press the scan button and let it scan until it found music, and then you had to stop it. And if you could say the name of the artist and or the name of the song and sing a little bit of it, then you could get the point.
Oh wow.
And it's how it's like there were several times where I used to stop it on like the classical station and be like, "Hey, thank God for playing in the orchestra because
I
now I
know
know the song
this is
and we're gonna let it play
Vivaldi.
through."
Yeah.
Right, like
Hey,
right. This is Vivaldi, like Opus 2. Like I
of all weird shit. Yeah.
right. Or like there was also a time where like we would stop it on country songs. We would stop it on like alt pop songs and like songs of the 60s. And it made us one because half the time we were losing signal and we were tired of listening to the same old CDs. But two, it was one of those things where it was like, well, now I get to learn this song. Like,
Yeah. Like
and I'll know it for next time. Like,
I'll know it for next
right.
time.
And it was before like Shazam. It was before we really had like ways to easily be like, it's this song or it's this thing. So it was really testing our knowledge of like, and it kept us awake because we would be
Mm-hmm.
driving at like 1 a.m. and having to just be like, how do we stay awake? All right, music roulette. Let's do this. Radio
Right. You'd be
roulette.
like, I guess we're doing this thing now.
Right. Because we are bored and we're gonna fall asleep. So it's a fun thing to do. You can still do it. I mean, radios exist. You guys got this. You have the capability.
We believe in you.
Right. Try out some new shit.
Okay.
Who knows? But it's hard enough. This year has been crazy enough. So like find your joy where you can. And if that's through
Yeah.
music, like there was a point recently before Thanksgiving when my family and I were all missing seeing each other. And like somebody mentioned the Goofy movie. And
That's your family movie.
that's our family movie. And it became just us sending each other song lyrics to like eye to eye all the way through. Or like stand out,
That's
just being like,
hilarious.
here's the next line. It was great. And it made us that much happier when we can't be around each other. So, you know, find ways to connect. And if that's through music, Great.
Yeah. They
Anywho,
say they say that's the you said anywho. They say music is like a connector for us. So
yes.
art is the great connector.
Right.
Because you can like something and not speak that language like
At
Drea.
all. And you can get the
So,
sentiment of something. Like you can know what something is trying to convey in music without ever knowing how to speak that language.
mhm. Yeah. Music is a language all its own.
I agree. I 100% agree. A language and a skill.
Yeah.
Eh. Anywho, all right. We've,
We've talked your ear off for like 2 hours,
we've done
I
so
think.
much talking. I'm almost positive this is going to be like an hour and a half, 2 hour episode. And
We're
if you're
so
still
sorry.
listening to us, why?
Because like
I
sometimes
mean,
we're funny.
um,
Okay. Screw you. I'm funny.
no, like, thanks for listening. We're happy to have you. I don't know if we taught you anything, but definitely go look up some of these songs.
Yeah,
I
you mind?
know I'm going to be looking up that Incubus song. Forgot what it's called already, but
Don't worry. I'll send it to you.
thank you.
I'm gonna get on one of these music things I have these days and find it and send it to you.
That's all I ask. Send us your music. We want to hear it. I don't know where you
Yeah.
can send it to. We'll think about it.
Yeah. But if you're listening to us on YouTube, just write a comment.
Yeah, comment, man. I think you can comment on Spotify too. Just leave us a comment. Let us know, Um, we're on a bunch of platforms, so
We
listen
are.
away.
And tell
Really
your
are.
friends.
Tell your friends. Tell them to come listen to the two weird girls who don't ever do their homework correctly. Like
True. That's not true. We did our homework correctly that one time about that
once,
one thing.
once.
And
This is like episode 6.
I did my homework for the movies.
I did my homework for the movie, sorta.
So
I just
now it's
didn't
twice.
read all the instructions, but I did do most of it.
You get partial credit.
Just
Partial
saying.
credit. Partial credit is better than no credit.
That one. Those things.
Hmm.
All right, guys. Well, I've been Drea.
And I'm always Michelle.
Mm, sure. Uh, and this is
Yeah.
Life 401.
Advanced Shenanigans.
Thanks for joining us. See you next time,
Bye.
Toodle!